was a game it seemed like you were very disappointed with how your team played, maybe the most over this stretch run toward the end of the season?
Yeah, I was. But I do think that we did a lot of good things that game. You know, one of the areas that we struggled in is we turned the ball over. And even though the number wasn't an astronomical number, I think we had 17 turnovers, they capitalized on those turnovers and they scored a ton of points in transition. So one of the things that we've got to do a better job this time around, especially going to their places, doing a better job of taking care of the ball and not giving them, not having so many live turnovers that they can turn into easy transition baskets. And I think if we can improve in that area, you know, we did a lot of good things defensively. And we've got to do a better job on Shatori Walker. And she was one of the ones who got going in transition off of the turnovers. And so we've got to do a much better job of taking care of the ball and not allowing them to get going in transition, which is one of their strengths.
With those two stretches of the 3 games in a week, you know, how you alter, you know, when you are practicing, you know, how you have to change things as the year goes on to kind of deal with that as well.
Well, you know, you definitely have to adjust, you know, and make sure that what we're doing in practice allows us to be prepared and ready for the game, but also, you know, not wearing ourselves out so that we don't have the energy to get through the game. So, you know, sometimes a lot more half-court work as opposed to going up and down. You know, we're definitely going a little bit shorter than we normally would. But so it's little things like that that we alter in practice, so we're still getting the quality in, just not being on our feet so long.
Tori had a nice game.
Yes, she did.
How nice was that? What has her year been like as I imagine leading a team that has been
young,
young and struggling must be pretty tough.
I think it's tough on her, but you know, I think Tori has shown, you know, a tremendous amount of focus and poise.
I think I've done a lot better job of pushing the ball in transition and finding the people that are open, need the ball, to get them the ball, and everybody's doing a great job of shot selection now. Matured a lot this season, and you can see game by game that we had a little ups and downs, but overall it's just been uphill from here, and it's just great to see that.
It'll be a fun game. Maryland's up-tempo. We're an up-tempo team. The last time we were here, we got out to a great start, and then, you know, things didn't kind of stay with us, and we kind of fell behind going into the half. We played them evenly the second half, so we want to kind of start the game with the way we finished it. And what we saw in the second half is we were a little bit more intentional about what we wanted to do. So we want to carry that into our game on Monday, starting off, being very intentional, and then carrying that out for 40 minutes. We did a better job. We played with more poise. When Maryland threw their press on, I thought that sped us up. And we're comfortable playing fast, but then just reminding the kids what we're looking for when we're playing fast. We don't want to go away from our game plan.
There's a lot of really good quality players in the Big Ten.
Absolutely. I think every team that we play against has some really outstanding players. And I added on to that is the level of coaching. You know, there's just some really good coaching in our conference, and that's what makes it tough night in and night out is there's really good coaching. There's coaches who make good adjustments. Coaches are playing good systems. And I think they do a really good job of getting the most out of their personnel. So I mean, you see, you know, we've got a ton of players who are doing fantastic things offensively. You got post players who are, you know, talked about Zowie B, but you know, you also got Doolittle at Iowa, you know, who's having a good year, and Nia Coffey. You know, we've got some really athletic and forwards in our conference who are great two-way players. So I think night in and night out for in our conference, it's, you know, it's a tough prep. You know, it's not an easy. You don't walk into a game going, oh, okay, you know, well, you don't have to worry about anybody on this team. Every team has somebody and a coaching staff that does a great job of getting the best out of their players, and that's what makes, I think, our conference really fun to play in and really fun to coach in.